To the Codevthspan YouTube channel. In this lecture, we are going to discuss the OOPs. OOPs are nothing but object-oriented programming. By using the object-oriented programming, we can connect to the real-world scenarios. For example, there is a bike. So I can write the program for the bike. That means we are using the techniques which correlates the real-time scenarios to the object programming is known as an OOPs. See here. By using these techniques, we can correlate the real-time scenarios of an object with respect to the Java programming perspective. Here, for example, I have a bike. Bike can perform riding, right? So riding. So I can make it as an behavior. And bike can have what brand we have to take, color, price, mileage and the model. So I can make it as an features. So here this riding I will consider as an method, and this brand, color, price, mileage and the model I can consider it as a global variable. So by taking this global variable and method, I can create a Java program by using the OOPs concept. Okay, I hope you understand what is OOPs. Next we will see the class. For example, I have to construct a one home, one house. Like plan would be I want one kitchen, double bedroom, 2 BHK, some colors. This is my plan. So this plan is known as technically known as an blueprint of an class, and this implementation of blueprint class is known as an object. Here see, it is a keyword. Class is a keyword which is used to create a user defined or non-primitive data type. It is a blueprint of an object. That means I can create some user defined or non-primitive data type, and it is nothing but a blueprint of an object. Next, object. Object is nothing but which is a real-time entity. That means we are implementing this plan, right? That means it is real-time existence takes place. So it is a real-time entity. It is a real entity which exists in nature. Using blueprint class, we can create multiple objects. Important note points. Blueprint of class must be a logical entity, should not contain main method. That means it is a blue class, it is a logical entity, it should not contain any main method. The object of blueprint class should be created in another class that is known as an business logic class or driver class or user logic class. If any properties of an object values keeps on changing with respect to the every object, those properties we should make it as an non-static. You know non-static, right? Next, various, those properties remains same in each and every object. Those properties we should make it as an static. If any operation depends upon the non-static properties, then those operation is represented as non-static methods. The non-static properties of an class should not initialized in blueprint of class. Those members should be initialized immediately after the object creation. We will see all these points in the program. Let's see the program. For example, I have to create a contact book. In the contact book, it consists of name, phone number, email and the save button. Here I can create one name, phone number, email and save. Then I have to create the another object for the another name. So I have to create the another object. Then I have to create the another object. But the name, phone number, email and these are not changing. it's changing with respect to the object. The names of the name, phone number, email, these names are not changing, but its properties, like name is changing, right? Name like Samvirat, Anushka, these names are changing. That means when it is changing with respect to the object, then we can make it as a non-static property, as we seen in points, right? So I make it as non-static properties. Then everything should be initialized. If non-static property, then it must and should be implemented in the non-static methods. It is the second point. Then it is initialized after the object creation. It is the third point. Now we will implement these points in the program. Yeah, see, it is a blueprint class. For example, blueprint class does not contain any main method. It is a logical entity. Here class contact, string name, long, phone number, string email. Here these are the non-static methods, because which non-static variables means which are changing respect to the object. Here I am creating the non-static method because it is a static non-static variables, right? So public void save method, system.out.println contact saved. Next public void display, system.out.println. Here we can access non-static members by using directly or this keyword, this which holds the current object. This is nothing but which holds the current object. So I this dot name, this dot phone number, and this dot email. This is a blueprint class. Now I am creating the user logic class, which contains a main method, and I initialize after the object creation. See, public static void main string arguments. Then I am creating the object for contact. I am creating the object for contact. Contact C1 is equals to new contact. When the new encounters, it creates an object, and it's all the variables are loaded into the object, and it will have some default values. So after the default values, it executes from the top to bottom. I am initializing C1 dot name is equals to Virat, C1 dot phone number is equals to some 72xxx, C1 dot email is equals to V8@123. Then I am calling the method C1 dot save, C1 dot display. So it's loading, and the name is displayed with the Virat, and phone number is replaced with the 72xx something, and email is replaced with the V8@123, and the overall save method will get executed. Like I will get output contact saved, then display method will give this dot name, then Virat, then this dot phone number, email will be displayed. Yeah, this all about user logic class and the blueprint class. Yeah, that's all for today's video. Thank you. Please subscribe Codevthspan YouTube channel.